all kinds of things. My favorite song at this time of the year is, "Do you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear?" And what's happening to me tonight is I get to hear what you hear. I get to see what you see. I think that's my new definition of nirvana, heaven, Zen. It's hearing together what we see, seeing and feeling the light, push away the dark. To find that place where love never ends. We find the bottomless because we have faced, as James Baldwin said, what I cannot face, I cannot change. I can't change without the music. I can't change without you. We're hooked. I may not know your address. I might not even know your name. But I know you. If you, like me, are a humane being. And you dream, you hope. And the pee still runs down your leg. I used to work with kids at an institution. They were big, bad, and ugly. Young boy, 14 years old, 6'7", 300 pounds. I'm riding in a car with him, taking him in town to get clothes, and he looks at me. He said, "Mr. Sebert," he said, "are you afraid of me?" He was a young kid out of the center part of Evansville, Indiana. I said, "No, sir." I said, "I got a son, 6'4", played football at Western Kentucky University, and he and the old man got along well. When I went to pick up his mama, she took a bus all the way across Indiana up to the institution where he was and where I was his counselor. This woman came right through where the KKK headquarters were there in Elwood. In her pocketbook, when she got in my car to go to this institution, she had a baseball bat about this long. I could tell you story after story, folks, that gets me up in this place, and someday it's going to put me on the radio because I'm going to be too old to take them in my arms like I did 20 years ago. A young man by the name of James Bragg played ball in Kalamazoo, got his butt in trouble hanging out with the wrong crowd, and got sent to where we were. I took him back to his home, took him around, we talked to the judge, came back, he's going to spend some more time, walked him back to his room, put our arms around each other, he walked in that room and I walked back, fixed a cup of coffee. Heard a little knock on the door. Open up that door. James said, "Mr. Sebert," he said, "I could use another one of those." We put our arms around each other. Some of these days I'm going to find out. In a 4-year period I worked with 200 boys, signed there by the courts. I could tell you story after story. One of them was named Scholar, but I'm not going to go on. He looked at me and he said, "Mr. Pete, this is a young man that was 6'2", 18 years old, couldn't write his name. He could speak a few words. He was in an institution. I had to feed him, help him bathe." He looked at me and he said, "Make rain go away." He wanted to go out and play outside. Make rain go away. That's why we sing. That's why we play. That's why we write. To make the rain go away. And the sun shine again.